Welcome, everyone. Welcome back to Guyverse. Thanks for joining us on this late Tuesday. We appreciate you guys tuning in, and of course, today we're all here together. David on top,
No.
and Oscar over here to my left,
I always left.
and of course Eddie Sanchez. So let's jump into it, boys. Today we're still reviewing and we're trying to getting caught up with What If. We're covering over episodes 6 and 7 today, and what did you guys think?
Hot garbage.
Sums it up. We're wrapped up, everybody. Have a good night. Just kidding.
You're right. Done. Yeah, not impressed. I think maybe it's good for kids. So that makes sense. As a cartoon, it's good for kids. But the storylines are just like, meh, kind of boring. Nothing really there. Pull you in.
If you're gonna make this series for kids, at least kind of advertise it more for kids, so that the diehard fucking MCU fans and the diehard comic book fans are not like, oh, like there's Loki, there's WandaVision, there's Falcon and the Winter Soldier. There's all these series. What If is like the next best thing or next thing coming up. Give us, let us know if it's gonna be intended for kids. If that's, I don't know.
It's just so heartbroken. He's like, I feel betrayed.
Super.
What, like told in the sixth one with Killmonger, right?
Yeah.
I think the idea was almost kind of there, but it just could have played out better. Like we knew what his intentions were. He's so infiltrated. I guess the only thing that felt more of like a turnaround was T'Challa being killed. So that was kind of like interesting. Like, okay, cool. They took out the Black Panther. Like, what are they going to do? Which again, it was just a little, in the mystic world or realm or whatever, little conversation. That was it. I don't know. I wish they could have got more into it. Maybe if they would have had like a war, if he would have done the war after taking over or something, it might have grabbed my attention.
Maybe a little more.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. The whole time I was watching that episode, all I could think about was like, this is the exact same premise of Black Panther. Exact same thing. And as soon as the episode ended, I messaged you guys and I was like, did anybody else get Black Panther vibes off of this? And Oscar was like, yep. Immediately he was like, absolutely. True. It's the same movie.
But it was from Killmonger's point of view. So it kind of said, I did like I guess like the spy, like stuff, kind of like infiltrating and talking to Tony, like saving him and like working in that way. Like I don't know. I kind of like that. I guess they could have played that a little bit better. Like I see what they're trying to do there, like the whole sabotage, stuff like that. Like I can get behind that somewhat, but I don't know. It just didn't. As good of an idea as that was, I feel like the storyline didn't match up to how the idea could have been played out.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, you don't know what I mean because I can't explain it that well because I wasn't that drawn into it. But
he had the same, like his goal was the same,
right?
But just the storyline was different. And they went about it and they tweaked a few things. Like what if Tony would have found out that Obadiah or something like that was like betraying him, and like, so they approach different storylines a little bit different, but the end goal was going to be like the exact same. Was to get the throne of Wakanda, which it was same premise, right. And he did in the movie too. He accomplished that. Difference in that story was Black Panther didn't die.
And he just set it up so they can have a make-believe war that he was in charge of. Like I said, I get what they're trying to go with the story. It just wasn't. I don't know, just missing something.
Yeah, balls.
Okay, what's your what if version? What's your what if version, Oscar?
All right, check it. Like I can't say I could write a better show, but I know they have so much talent behind Marvel and Disney, and they're just playing the safe route, dude. Like they could have made, I don't know, like shit. They could have made like uh, Tony, for whatever reason, he needs materials to uh, build better arsenals. So like the weapons that the fake 10 rings were using. Um, like he needs to like take those over, but he doesn't have the Iron Man idea yet. So he's like, well, what's gonna beat this? We need what's it called, vibranium. So then he could have like invaded, like
That would have been good. Yeah, I can see
yeah,
that.
but like
Use him
instead,
to invade.
yeah, and then like they could have made Killmonger like an actual good guy, and they could have made Black Panther be more like, we need to go to war. Like they started some shit, we're gonna end it. But I don't know. They could have done something different than like what Eddie and I've been saying. Like it's basically Black Panther all over again.
You know what they could have done? They could have made Killmonger and him like their personalities a little more like their dad's,
They
to
could have made
where T'Challa like goes to try and kill him, and because Killmonger's trying to help out everybody as a whole, and and then that's when they kill him, and so he's really the good guy, like you said. So that would have been kind of good, like the evil for the greater good.
like check this out. What if they put a Game of Thrones, right? They help each other out, Killmonger and T'Challa, and they start getting like the gay vibes, and then some things happen, and then they find out later on like we're actually cousins, like, and then like the succession of the throne has been besmirched because of the
And it goes from the Black Panther to the Pink Panther.
yeah, bro. Come on, I would have watched that 10 times over than what the fuck we watched.
What streaming service were you watching What If? Were you watching it on YouPorn, or were you watching?
I mean, like at this moment, I will watch anything than that fucking that shit show they've got there, dude. It's so fucking boring.
I would say, I don't know as far as the relationship thing, but I can see them working together, and then having T'Challa betray him and kill him to hold his position as the Black Panther. That would have been pretty good.
And then T'Challa, like instead of a bump on his chest, he puts like a teardrop in his eye.
You just see him all marked up.
So essentially, they could have gone so many freaking routes because it made it more entertaining, and just Oscar's right. I mean, they're just taking the safe route with these things, and whether you're right or not, David, if it is more intended for kids, it's kind of just like it's a big letdown for a fan base that has been following them for what, 10 years now in the cinema world. Or over 10 years.
You're right.
I would say yeah. And it's like I said, as unimpressed as I was, it is still for children. Like they need to be able to market it to kids. Like you can't have. I mean, they had a little bit of people dying, stuff like that. Some legs being lost.
We get it. No sodomy. All right, I get it.
But they, I understand that, but I think they still could have pushed the envelope just a little more to make it a little more entertaining.
Yeah. Episode 4 has been so far the most matured episode that we've seen, and it was a lot of tie-in to a lot of movies in that premise, but it was really well done, very mature, and that was, so far, all three of us can agree that's our best and favorite episode that actually held our attention and actually was entertaining to us, and we actually were just like at the end of it like, okay, like there, this thing's got some potential. And then 5 came out, 6 came out, and you're just like, ugh.
What'd you think about 7?
Oh man, if I wanted to see what's that one movie where they party and then they mess it up at like, it's that big house party and then the cops come. No. It was recent. It became like
Project
a small
X.
party, and then
Project
the whole
X.
it's basically what it was.
Yeah, but I mean, they weren't on any drugs or anything, so
it was just was such a terrible premise, man. It was like, what if Thor was college brat, like
Yeah. Fraternity.
yeah, like what if he, you know, and he just goes to planets and just parties, like what would that be? Like I wonder who decided that was a good idea. Who was like in the writing room, they're like, let's come up with an idea for Thor, and then he's like, me, I got an idea, let's make him a
Yeah.
douchebag.
You know, it would
He
have
was
been
a
awesome.
douchebag.
Yeah, he was. They all were douchebags in it.
Yeah.
All of it. It would have been awesome if they did What If Loki Killed Thor? And they go back referring to the Loki, the young Loki that kills him, and goes over that story or something. Or what if Thor, what was it, a little frog? Or what was the one where he got trapped in the jar?
Oh, what the Thrall? Like, yeah, isn't it Throgs or something like that?
I don't know, but
It's like a,
they should have did What If and then had that talked about him or something. I don't know, like the
Just
party
make him
scene
evil.
was like
Just,
schmack.
if you don't know what to do, just make him evil.
Yeah.
yeah,
That'd be pretty cool to see if Thor was evil and just start wrecking shit. Like, and it took different Avengers to try to stop him. Like, that would have been cool.
They should
But
have
I
said
mean, I
What If.
guess we got to see Captain Marvel fight him, but it wasn't like it's because he's evil. It's just because he's a fucking douchebag.
Yeah. But she still annoyed me in it too.
Yeah.
Her attitude just bothered me.
yeah.
Is it
Was
just
it Brie
me?
Larson that was it her voice? I
Oh,
don't
I
know
don't
if it was
know.
Brie Larson.
I'm not 100% sure, but the attitude, I was just like, ugh. I was like, you
Well,
think you're hot shit? Get out of there.
I mean, even Brie Larson got like a lot of heat when she was Captain Marvel in the actual movies. So
Yeah.
I think they just approached that character wrong.
She's the one that made all the OGs quit.
Mm-hmm.
Was
Yeah.
it?
She's like, these are the last ones. I ain't gonna work with her. I'm done. I was like, I don't care how much money you paying me. I'm out.
I believe it.
Mm.
I believe it. She just went through so much controversy when she was cast for the movie, and then you know the after the first release, and she was just going through a bunch of stuff to. Anyway, so it was that character has not been done justice in any way, and a lot of people don't like her. I don't personally like that character because of how she's been interpreted by Brie Larson.
Yeah.
And it didn't do any justice here either. The fight scene was pretty cool. The animation was pretty cool between the two to see how powerful they are and have them fight. But you see this serious fight between these two, like freaking this god and then this super powerful woman, and then of course they have to throw in jokes, and you're just like, come on. So that threw me off too.
I don't mind the jokes as long as they're tasteful.
They weren't tasteful. They weren't tasteful. It was like eating like gluten-free I don't know, cheeseburger. Not tasteful at all.
It was like eating the eating the veggie burgers we used to grill up with. We used to grill with it.
Oh man, those veggie burgers, they would fall apart on the grill.
Sawdust.
Yeah, it was episode 7 was just not good, man. It was a waste of an episode, and it didn't hold any of our attentions. We were literally, Oscar told me, or he said it on the chat, you were bored, and you were just like, you have to like muscle through like to get past it. Oscar actually has more attention watching Twilight than this episode.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of Twilight. I'm watching it with the wife, and I have to say it's more entertaining than this series has been so far.
So can you match up the Twilight characters to any of the MCU characters in What If?
You know what? If you really want to
Edward? Who's Edward? Who can you see Edward being in the What If?
I kind of see him as a mixture of Captain America and Spider-Man.
Really?
Yeah.
No, man, don't do that to the Captain America.
Don't do that.
Maybe Spider-Man. Don't do that to Captain America, man. Are you talking about Steve Rogers, like the beginning when he's all skinny and tasty?
No, I'm talking about personality-wise. Like
what?
Yeah, like he just seems a little soft and like he's on kind of like doesn't know what to do with like the position he's in because like I personally don't see the reason why they're into this chick. To be honest, she looks plain and simple to me, but you know, apparently there's something about her. Just like how apparently there's something about this damn What If show.
Maybe they should have done What If MCU and Twilight joined, right? And had the
Marvel. This is
had the
Twilight.
had the Marvel characters like can you imagine like Cap just sitting there at the table and Captain Marvel walks in, he's just like, oh.
Oh man, you know, like all they gotta do is bring in Blade.
Blade, y'all, yeah. See, that would if they come up and have Blade on the last episode, that'd be a good one.
That'd be pretty
I would hope. I would hope.
Yeah, Oscar's like, I got no hopes for that.
Nah, because he's getting his own movie, right? So like, they're not gonna like shoot their load like that.
Shoot their load like that. They're like, there can only be one in the series, okay? And we gave you two, so.
Hey,
I mean,
Howard the Duck showed up in episode
Howard
7.
the Duck did show up. I did like Howard the Duck. I appreciate his character.
He needs his own episode, to be honest. I'd watch it.
Seth Green, you could tell that's his voice again. He's just like, he loves playing that character. They're just not giving him the opportunity, dude.
Yeah,
I don't think Marvel's gonna give Howard the Duck an opportunity because of the one that was done in, what was it, the 90s?
80s.
The 80s.
It was the 80s?
Yeah. I want to say like 89, something like that.
Weren't they talking about though? Wasn't that supposed to be what it was? Like Howard the Duck was supposed to come up?
What do you mean?
I'm saying, weren't they supposed to have him more into the?
Oh,
MCU?
I think they said
into the MCU.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think James Gunn said something like that, but then he got fired, and I mean they brought him back eventually, but I think like after the whole firing.
Why did he get fired? Did he help write What If?
No, he made those old jokes about child rape.
Oh,
yeah, they're funny jokes, but you know, some people just don't have a sense of humor.
Yeah, but they were old ass jokes too. It's the new modern age.
Oh, it was before everything.
Yeah, it's a new modern age where people like literally like go far back and be like, "Oh, this was 5 years ago. You said this."
Mm-hmm.
5 years ago, I was a younger person. I was dumb.
Listen, and before anyone says anything, I'm not for child rape unless the child deserves it.
Oh,
Jesus. See,
you're not allowed to watch Twilight anymore. You're not allowed to watch Twilight anymore. All right.
This
is how derailed the conversation has gone. This is how not entertaining this What If has been to us, guys.
Yeah. Wow.
I do like The Watcher though.
The Watcher is the most interesting.
Every time he speaks like that holds my attention.
Yeah, nice deep voice.
Yep, and then from there I'm just like gone. But whenever you have something say, you're like, oh man, like what's going on? This is what you're seeing? Because I'm seeing something completely different.
I'm seeing some hot garbage.
I feel bad for The Watcher, and he's just like, damn, why did I take this job?
He's like, that is why I don't intervene at all. I don't want no part of this.
Yeah, I'm not touching this. This is already as bad as it's going to get.
Well, you know, I did like the... aside from all the rest, I would say 4 was the best one with Doctor Strange.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I liked T'Challa when he took over Star-Lord's position.
Episode 2, yep.
That was 2. That was a good one. And then 1. I think those are the 3. They should have just wrote those and left everything else.
Yeah.
That's it. What If was just 3 episodes?
Yep. What if it was only 3 episodes?
They could have been like an hour episode long. Yeah, I would have watched that.
Yeah, I thought those ones, if anything, I don't think those can carry the series because it just wasn't it was like so. But
no, dude, you know what it is? I really think Marvel was like, "Hey, we got these good writers, but we're big fans of Star Wars, so we're gonna go over here and write these scripts for the Star Wars Vision show."
Star Wars Visions, man, so good, so good. David, have you been able to see those?
No, I told you I've been reading.
Guys, if you guys, I know we're talking about What If right now, but just a shout out to Star Wars Visions because the writers on that, the animators on that, Top notch, man. They did a phenomenal job on that. I think they did really good. There was a lot of stories in there that just get you hooked, and the animation on it, the fighting on it, just so good, so good. I actually kind of want to watch this again.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So I think we should. I think we could probably do a review on that. Like Oscar sounds like he's down. I loved it, David. Like the first episode, bro, that you watch, it's gonna remind you of the style of Afro Samurai.
Really?
Same animation style.
Don't hype it up if it's not that good.
It reminds me of those old school Musashi samurai films. They're badass, man.
Yeah, really good little shorts and just. Oh, my God, light years ahead of What If.
and they're drawn by like big name anime studios, dude. It's not like just some piece of shit Korean like animation studio. Like, dude, like they're awesome. Nothing against the Koreans, I'm just saying, like they went all out with this.
So I think we need to jump on those, man. We need to do that. But anyway, guys, we're getting way off topic here. Yeah. To wrap it up, to sum it up, episode 6. Same premise as Black Panther from what we all got. Of course, they could have made it so much better if they did a few tweaks here and there. They actually put a little more effort and actually got some balls to actually try something different and not stick to a lot of the same formula storylines. Episode 7 was a waste of our times and their times.
But we could be wrong. I'm sure there's a lot of other people that loved it. All right.
This is just the opinion of 3 dudes who love MCU, and this is just our opinion. So take it as it is. Take it with a grain of salt. But yeah, thanks for joining us, guys, on this Tuesday. I know it's a late film, but yeah, if there is more episodes of What If, I don't even know how many more episodes there are, but we'll try wrapping those up for you guys as well. If you guys want to join us.
Or what if we just don't even review them?
Or what if we don't even review them? It's a gamble, guys. It's a gamble. Join us next time, guys.
The next episode.